said, guess who's Bizak? Let me make sure, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, man. What's up, world? Peace and blessings. Wolf love. Assalamu alaikum to the believers. You know what I mean? Hope everybody's having a blessed day wherever you at in the world. Yeah, I got some news you could use. You know what I'm saying? I'm back at it like an addict. Yeah, something stuck like a cat in a tree. Yeah, it's going all the way up like a turtleneck. This weekend, Serius Jones versus New Jersey Twork. Hold on, let me share this out, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get in my mode, man. What's up, Bree? How you feeling? He said, damn, bro, it's been a minute, right? Sorry I left you without some lives to step to. Yeah, man. You know, life been lifing, man, you know what I'm saying? And, she said, ooh, you so fake. Where you been? Damn, y'all be acting like, you know what I'm saying? I know we family and all that, but damn. I lost my helmet. She said, you should have, you left me. See, y'all do know I got other social medias, right? You know, you could just, when I ain't on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even come over to the gram or nothing. I'm like, if you ain't coming live, then you jive, huh? That's how we doing it? He said, I'm so mad at you. Don't be mad at me, ladies. All right? I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. But, you know, daddy got to get this money. You know what I'm saying? I got to work. So, to be honest, I know this is work. Pardon me, y'all. I know I should have did this beforehand, but I just was eating, you know what I mean? I gotta make sure my presentation right, lady? Y'all, I know how y'all be paying attention to detail. You know, you have collard greens all in the teeth. Looking crazy. Yeah. All right. Salute. What's going down? It says, goods of J Mill. Oh, yo. Mills? Bruh. That nigga's two-stepping on these niggas, bruh. That's what I'm talking about, Mills. Mills taking it back to the essence on these niggas. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. What's up, y'all? Double tap that screen if you know what I mean. It don't cost you nothing to press that button. Yes, it has been a couple weeks, man. You know what I'm saying? My bad, y'all. I know, you know, I know. Shout out to my real Jones Landians. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my real serious lifers. You know, shout out to my babies. I love you, ladies. I'm sorry. I won't keep y'all no more. My bad. Y'all roasted me in the comments. I'm like, damn, what the hell? What the helly? He said Mills cooking, roll goods and DNA up. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's looking a little spooky, B. I saw that DNA, ain't never been outside. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, this nigga on here with the flow on these niggas. You know, when you wake up certain artists, bro, when you wake up that passion to really go in, you gotta deal with that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know what their issue is. Or I don't even know why they, you know what I mean? I didn't even really look into it, to be honest. But just from the tracks I heard, I'm like, shout out to them boys. They cooking though, man. But yeah, this weekend, it's a Jersey thing. It's a Jersey thing, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have a Jersey conversation. Shout out to my boy. My boy. I'm strapped in. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me share this. Don't go nowhere. All right. He said, DNA ain't never been outside. They fucking them so AI samples up. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, double tap that screen. What's up, new people? I see y'all coming on through, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? I know it's been a little second, you know what I'm saying? But we back with a blessing, man. You know, we back with a vengeance, you know what I'm saying? Serius Jones versus New Jersey Twork. How y'all feel about that? What y'all think about that? Hello from the Philippines. What's up to the Philippines? Pinoy. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate that jelly fruit. Pause. You know what I mean? That's love though. Love, love, love. Salute. Big time because you my man. I'm not going to take that as a pause for you to tell another grown man I've been thinking about you. I appreciate you, brother. It's love. You can always tap in, man. Appreciate that. Tone Capone, like, right? You feel me? Pause. You Jones, you and the Max B in the studio doing a record would be fire? Psh, ow. Come on now. Speak that into fruition. You know, someone gonna win. Yeah, nah. What? Me and Max would go crazy, nigga. Make an anthem for the Baddingtons. You know that. You know that for sure that. You know what I mean? Definitely a cook. So I cooked up a couple beats for Max. Shout out to Max, man. Coming home, getting right into the groove. You know what I'm saying? Coming home, getting right into work. That's what I like to see. He says, I sent it 47 times. I appreciate that, Jelly. Big ups from Ireland. What's up, Ireland? What's going on in Dublin? You know what I'm saying? All the tugs, them. Y'all be going in out there. All white boys is tough as hell in Ireland. I like y'all. I be seeing a lot of y'all in Times Square. They be, I be trying to hustle with them. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, man? They make sure you know what I mean? They make sure they go, yeah, Dublin, yeah. What's up? He like, yeah. What's up, baby? I know you tough. You know what I'm saying? He said, am I ready for Twork haymakers? No, the question is Twork ready for mine? That's the question. Because I'm sure this Twork's gonna say some stuff that is no matter what, you can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna say some crazy fire shit. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You just have to have, you know, you gotta have. You know what I'm saying? And so like if somebody got the, if they got the bigger nine, then you got the, you know what I'm saying? The gauge, or you know what I'm saying? It's how you respond. Oh, you get shot. How you shooting back though? You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all reflexes, y'all just, stuff a law. But metaphorically, of course. You know what I'm saying? We talking about these bars, you know what I mean? He's definitely gonna say some shit. The question is, one, how's the room gonna be? Right? I've never been in this room before, I don't think. Or did I? I might have battled in this setting before once. I'm not sure, y'all. And yeah, y'all gonna have to share this live too, man. You know what I'm saying? He says, Twork is a good competitor. Yeah, the song, that's my boy. The song, The City Lights, you did sound like something Max B would jump on. Yeah, that'd be fire. Yeah, that is City Lights, City Lights. Yeah, damn, you took it back. You know how that song got made? This how real it is. I'm in Vegas. I'm staying at these little, like, apartments you could rent. You know what I'm saying? Behind the palms, by the palms. And I meet a dude. I can sell him a couple times, but I don't, you know what I mean? I'll be trying to mind my business. And he's like, yo, I rap, you know what I'm saying? He's like, da-da-da-da. So I wasn't really taking him serious. And he gave me 8 bands, or something like that. Shout out to my nigga Land. You know what I'm saying? He gave me like 8 bands. And it was like, he was like, yeah, just make some music with me. So shit, that's how we made that ring. We just started making all type of music. We made a whole tape. But he really just, blessed me because he was getting money. You know what I'm saying? And this is my introduction to really when I was, went out to Vegas and was just really figuring it out. And boom, blessing, 8 bands. All right, cool. Now I'm in the game, I'm moving around, you know what I'm saying? And that was a real, that song was just exactly how it happened. You know what I'm saying? Where you been, legend? Oh man, I've been living, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, going through it to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely dealing with some real life. You know what I'm saying? Situations, and I'll be doing my best not to, bring y'all no non-positive vibes. We'll call it. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't always be wanting to, have a camera in my face and be popping it and chopping it, even though I know it's my job and shit. You know what I'm saying? But ironically, you know what I mean? I'm actually dealing with YouTube. I love you, YouTube. But y'all gotta, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta give me my chips a little more efficiently, man. You know what I mean? I love you, but we gonna work it out. You know what I'm saying? But we're here, right? We got some news you can use. I'm about to battle my boy Twork. You know what I'm saying? The big rooster. You know what I mean? Mr. Haymaker for sure. Damn. He gonna say some shit. I know he gonna say some shit. But I'm saying some shit. I'm saying some shit. He says, damn, that's dope. The video was cool. Yeah, that was real life shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to put his business in the street, so I can't tell the story, but it was a crazy story surrounding that. These white girls I'll sleep on them if y'all want. They be treacherous, you know? Says, you've been running through the six with your woes, haven't you? Welcome back. Man, I need some more woes that's like, instead of like the woe is me woes, you know what I'm saying? You know? Because I definitely kind of, you know what I mean? Yeah, though. He says, where that going down? That's going down in Orlando, Florida, B. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to be in Florida this weekend. Palm trees, you know what I'm saying, in the breeze, you know what I'm saying, while I'm popping my peas. Hello? And I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, it's a full-fledged takedown. I'm about to really get on some real, you know what I mean? We're going to trade. We're going to trade. You know what I'm saying? That's my boy. I already know Twork. He ain't going to let me down. He going to have some shit. And he's actually probably going, damn. He's gonna try to take my head off, pause. I know he is. So we're gonna have to duke it out. You know what I'm saying? You know. Nah, and you should change your name, whoever it is that's disrespecting Machiavelli. But yeah, normally how it works is when you get back, right? And you know that it's worse. So as long as you know you fucked the nigga up worse, you normally feel a little better after that. You know what I'm saying? So, somebody caught me lacking, then I catch them lacking, and I see they got a nice, big purple shag. That's like, oh, you had a headache for like at least a week. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm good. Yeah, I mean, all right. I ain't see all that before. Like, oh, all right, cool. You got a nice purple whole shag. The bottle did its job. They said Glad Jones was on URL. I mean, just main eventing like we always do, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna pop it like, it's just our job, you know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate when people try to act like Jones is somehow not a main event guy. We always main event. We just sometimes co-main event, co-headline. You know what I'm saying? Like Geechee Gotti and Twork and Mook, right? There's only two names promoted on the flyer, right? Like all of these battles that I do where I'm at least the second or first, well, it don't matter though. All I care about is what I'm getting paid. So if I'm not getting a stupid bag, I mean, what is there to really even brag about? I've been doing this shit since before Moby Dick was a goldfish, before Clifford was a puppy, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this since, since Jesus sandals. I'm ancient with this shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been kicking up dust for many, many moons. You dig? He said, and that's a Fendi. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've been really running through the six with my woes and my wolves and my hoes. And I had pulled like a tow truck, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm still at it like an addict, you know what I mean? Swinging like this. Life throwing them at me. I'm old. Watch out. Oh, hold up. What's up? Yum. You know what I mean? Yum, yum. Still yeah with the yeah. You know what I mean? And I think that's what is gonna add a lot more spice and fervor. You know what I'm saying? To this motherfucking gourmet masterpiece I'm chefing up right now. You know? How am I feeling today, Rebecca Towns? Oh man, I'm blessed. Too blessed to be stressed. I'm too anointed to be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? As my pops would say. You know what I mean? So I said, you know what? I ain't tapped in with the people in a while. This is today, you know, just dropped the trailer. He made the announcement already, you know. So I wanted to come, you know, come talk to y'all about, you know, what we got going on, you know what I'm saying? Because we got some positive news, you know what I'm saying? Some good shit going. And honestly, it's been a lot of controversy going on in battle rap, a lot of different topics we could talk about. So y'all can feel free to just, you know, whatever y'all want to chop it up about. Y'all know how Jones Lands is, you know. He said, I thought you had hair like Prince. The way I talk, you would think it, right? Shout out to my man Brick. That was my boy when we was kids. He was about 17. That was the first real pimp that I met. Like where his actions was like, you know, he talked real slick and he had a motherfucking, you know what I mean? He had a real Prince perm with the bob and the fade in the back. And at first I didn't get it. He's from Memphis. Shout out to my Memphis niggas, man. I didn't get it at first. I was like, wait, what? What the hell? I was like, you know what I mean? And he talked, well, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Da 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 da. You know, it's like, what's going on, man? Like, and he always had girls around him, you know what I'm saying? So, but I didn't get it for real, right? And we was throwing house parties, right? Because that's one thing we always could do was get some shit lit. So I realized, okay, I got the crib. I got the off-campus crib where it's 3 floors, you know what I'm saying? This is already kind of like the spot, this apartment complex called Windrush in Florida, in Tallahassee, if you know what you know, right? So I said, you know what? This is back when there wasn't no social media. There wasn't no phones barely. You just kind of got phones. So you had to, I said, how can we just make sure everybody know about it? I said, you know what? We're going to just put colorful flyers out and just litter them all over the floor, everywhere. Just go to the college campuses, just throw them all on the floor. So we go to Florida State, just throw them all on the floor. Go to the set, what we call it on our shit, throw them all over the floor, right? They're gonna clean them up. But everybody's gonna see these colorful ass flyers and be like, what the hell is this? And then I also, shout out to my man DJ Cool Ant from Chicago, right? This was when we was 19, right? DJ Cool Ant was on the radio. So I knew if I give him $100, $150, you know, he come DJ this party for $150. I know he gonna say it on the radio. He gonna get it lit, right? In terms of telling everybody they gonna come to rock with him. And he just coming to my crib, setting up. Then we had the cuckoo juice, right? We had this, you get the cooler, pour the original, you feel me? You pour the Hawaiian punch. I'm not advocating for alcohol, stuff of law, okay? We was getting very intoxicated, right? If you drink, whatever. But this is when we was, you know what I mean? Full-fledged rock star animals, right? So Everclear, 151, a little bit of grain alcohol, put some actual fruits, Hawaiian punch, Kool-Aid, stir it all up, you know what I mean, and let it marinate, right? That's what we call it. They call it jungle juice. We call it cuckoo juice, you know what I'm saying? And you sell those for $10, you know what I'm saying? Might have been $5, I don't want to lie to you, but it might have $5 or $10, right? You charge $10 to get in the crib. And my brother, Brick, came up with the idea. He's like, man, we need some girls, man. And I'm like, what you mean? Like, we had bitches at our shit. I'm like, you bugging? We got mad chicks at our shit. We talking about, he was like, no, I mean like some girls. And I'm like, what you mean, like some strippers? He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm like, you saying like you got some? He's like, I do. He's like, do you got some? And I'm just like, no, but I can get some, right? Now I'm feeling, oh, well, shit, what you got, right? So he's like, yeah, I got some. He's like, you can get some. I'm like, should I get some then? So my marketing brain, what do? I made flyers to post on all of the bulletin boards, dancers wanted, right? Dancers wanted. And back then you would have the numbers. You ever seen them little flyers where it's like ripped like confetti at the bottom? And you write your number on them, right? And they could just rip off a piece, right? Everybody rip off the number. And I posted that on all the different college bulletin boards, right? And I swear to you, on everything I love, on my dead homies, they started lining up. Like we would have tryouts with it'd be like 13 girls there. Niggas is trying to pay to get in the room just to like sit on the couch and act like they part of the staff, right? You know what I mean? This is like when we 19, you know what I'm saying? Like this is like classic. Imagine just the swag shaping that this is done for, you know what I mean? At this level now, this is the type of stuff we was doing as teenagers, right? And I swear to you, we had a nice team of dancers, and the house party, the last one we did, I'm proud of this accomplishment in terms of party excellence. It took 14 or 15 cop cars. They had the whole precinct there to shut down our party. The whole front of our shit, like the whole, you know what I mean? Like if you looked at this whole area right here, all the way up to where the boats is at was just flooded with people, yo. And when I went down, we hid when the police came, of course. But when we came back, we had a note on our door with a fine. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Roberto, I lived in Harlem also. That's part of my roots too. But I'm from Jersey originally, brother. I'm from Inglewood, New Jersey, 4th Ward. You know what I mean? But yeah, I spent a lot of time in Harlem, and I moved to Harlem actually as a teenager. So, but like, boom, that area, this is in Florida now. That whole front is packed with people, and the inside is packed. This is when I knew it was a different level of party accomplishment we reached. Like when I seen that movie Project X, I was like, yo, that was us. Like, bro, when we was moving out the crib, I'm looking around at the wall and I see that it's a blue line around it. And it don't make sense to me because I'm looking like, yo, what is that, right? It's like a blue stain all the way across the whole living room, all the way around the other side. And I didn't get it. Like, what is that? I'm just sitting there thinking for hours. And it finally dawned on me, you know what it was? It was the dye from the jeans of people sitting and standing on the wall in our house parties. Because they would be that deep and people be on the wall grinding, you know what I'm saying, dancing the flicks or whatever, and grinding these funky ass denim dyed jeans into our walls. That's why it was literally a ring around the whole damn house of blue jean. That's when I knew, like, this is a whole different level. I never even thought of that. I never even imagined. That shit was like, because it was literally thousands of people we had that would come in, that came through the party. You know what I mean? So this is when we teenagers. This is when I knew, like, okay, yeah, we could do anything. We can go to a town and just get it lit. You know what I'm saying? We can go to your college campus and turn that shit up. Have girls dancing, have parties, be selling fake Gucci, Louis, Bud, you know what I'm saying? Cuckoo juice, you know what I mean? White teas, right? Anything. You know what I mean? The hustle just took over me when I seen that we really had a hood here, like in terms of this school stuff of law. I'm not saying it's a bad learning environment. I'm saying that my brain and the wolfness that I've been acclimated to in terms of monetary ness, I just was like, oh wow. I started cutting hair, started selling every possible way that I knew I could make money. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what we're doing. Because it was there to do. You know what I'm saying? I started cutting hair. I stole a nigga's slogan. I ain't gonna lie, I had no shame about it. Somebody else had a good little slogan on a bulletin board. We went to Clark, Atlanta. Because at this time we traveled too. We go up to Atlanta, it's only 4 hours, go down to Miami, we out. You know what I'm saying? I had the wheel, it's all good. You know what I mean? By then I had two cars. I had the Thunderbird and I probably had the Honda put in. The Honda Accord. Honda's reliable, man. If you get a Honda, that would take care of you, man. When you getting your shit together, you just trying to get a couple dollars right fast, get you a Honda, bro. Get you a Honda, that shit gonna go to about 225,000 miles before you got an issue, right? I was always, you know what I'm saying? He said the mind of a hustler. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's just how we came up, you know what I mean? He says, Jones, we thought you got locked up again. We was nervous. Hey, look, this is what's weird. I keep telling y'all. Y'all know I got social media. I know, you know what I'm saying? This is a kind of a newer thing for me to be as active and vocal on, line. But y'all know I'm an actual, you know what I'm saying? I can just tap in with me. You know what I mean? He said, word. Yeah, word. Happy Tuesday. Hey, everyone. What's up, man? He says, I'm from New York. You already know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, man. So, yeah, those are the type of stories I think about, man. And rest in peace to my guy, Brick. He actually got, unalived in an unfortunate car accident. You know, they say a trucker or someone ran him off the road, man. And I know that's a thing because they did that to me before. As for entertainment too. I swear to God, I followed that nigga for 2 states. I'm riding. This is when I think I still had the Honda because I was driving back and forth from here down to Florida, whatever, right? I'm going to school. So I'm riding. He said a King's Focus, salute. He said, I'm riding and a truck starts veering into my lane. And I see him coming and he sees me. I'm like, yo, I'm beeping the horn, bam, 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 bam. He just keeps going. I wound up in the grass. Right? Oh, I slow down, get behind him, pull back around. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? He ain't see me. Pulled up on the side of him. And he looked at me and just went like this. I swear to God. I followed that man for, I think, Virginia to almost South Carolina, bro. I didn't care where he was going. I just was about to start driving to California. Wherever he was going, I was going. Because I'm like, bro, this man just tried to unalive me for a joke. He just literally ran me off the road for fun. And when I pulled up on the side of him, he laughed and flipped the bird. I was like, wow. I said, oh, nah. And I had my you know what I'm saying, that first little revolver I got booked with when I was a youngster. I had that with me. And I was like, oh, nah. And it was in the trunk. So I'm like, nah, I'm not stopping. I'm just riding. He gonna stop eventually. But good thing he didn't, because I probably would have never heard from me again. Because if he stopped and got gas or something like that, it would have never been a Serius Jones. You know what I mean? Because I was like, bruh. And think about it. That's around the time when that happened to my friend. So that's confirmation that that's a real thing. They really do that, man. So I'm like, that's crazy, because imagine you going 80 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour on the highway, and somebody just run you off the road for fun. You don't know what's in that grass. You don't know what, might be a tree there. It might be, you know what I'm saying, whatever. It's crazy that they do that, and they did that. But you know what I mean? Rest in peace to my nigga Brick, man. Real live P. And Brick, had really sparked the whole idea, but then he came through with his joints, right? He had 2 joints. He had a light-skinned slim joint and a dark-skinned one, right? And we had made about $1,500 that was a lot of money to me then. Not a lot of money to have, but just for a party I throw in my house, that was like cool, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't counting the girls' money, however much they made, right? And we in the upstairs counting out the money after the police had left and all the stuff. And one of the girls starts flipping because somebody stole her fanny pack with all the money, right? This is the first time I've seen what you could call, or what y'all would call, pimping, right? Or, because just the way that I've never seen him really talking to or dealing with a woman in this way. I've only saw him outside being cool with him and dealing with the homies, right? So the way he just broke it down and the energy, like the way I just saw it switch and it was like, wow. He was like, don't you understand that? Wow. Because she said, well, something like, you should have had security, da-da-da-da. And he's like, I don't want to misquote my boy, but he said some real player shit that was like, well, yeah, okay. And then by the end of it, this light-skinned joint was feeling me, right? And she was trying to smash. But this is why I know that I was just probably always born to be the ism. Like I was born to be a neck up, not a waist down. You know what I'm saying? I was born to be, the 16th letter, and nothing better, right? I was born and not sworn in, you know what I'm saying? And it's in my blood, it's in my DNA, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't bring myself to smash this joint, right? She was bad, and we had just made money and everything, right? So it was like, go ahead, right? She's sitting there pressing me on the bed, like she pressing me. I'm sitting on the bed, finished counting the money, right? I finished counting the money up, you know what I'm saying? I think they had made like 500 or something like that, and I think 300 of or something, the other girl's fanny pack got took or something. So we sitting there with like, got about $1,700 right here, right? So I'm counting it up, putting in a little rubber band. It's all, keep in mind, it's like all ones and fives and shit. So it's like, you know what I mean? I'm sitting on the bed with this money, and Shorty comes and like, basically is like laying, rubbing me and stuff. I'm like, oh, like kind of, and she's like, you don't think I'm pretty? Da 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 da. And I'm gonna tell on you, O, but I'm not gonna say who O is, so y'all won't know, right? But so I'm like, nah, you cute, right? So I'm trying to find excuses not to smash Shorty. You know what I mean? I'm trying to find I'm just like, yo, I'm like, nah, you cute. I'm like, she's like, so what's wrong? Da 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 da. I'm like, I just thought about like, oh, I don't got a condom. Like, I don't got a condom. Because I was trying to find like a way out. I was still kind of like, at that stage, I was really on my bread. I was smashing here and there, but I was kind of like. So I'm trying to find bricks so I can kind of like find my way out of the situation. Like, yo, bro, I'm about to, and I look over and I see his perm flying all in the wind like this. While he going crazy nailing the joint. His shit flying like this. All the little curls came out. His shit going like this. And no homo, I see ass. She's like, oh shit, hold up. I'm like, no. So I'm like, so she kind of on me like, see, like we should just. And I'm like, man, right then my man O came in the room. He like, what's going on? He come in, what's going on? I'm like, perfect. I'm like, yo, I'm like, I ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I got one. He pulls up and I was like, perfect. I just got up out of the room and he went there and did his thing. I'm in the other room, in my room, counting the money. I was just happy to be like, yo, we won. The police came. We didn't get locked up. We just had a legendary part. So we had legendary classic moments outside of rap and all of that when we was teenagers. That was just like epic wins to us. You know what I'm saying? I got the whole city of Tallahassee to just come to my crib and just, you know what I'm saying, as a teenager and just turn up to the point where I had dye-stained walls. I had blue walls from jean ass sweat, pause, embedded into my goddamn paint just because of the level of like litness that we had the city. Like that's what, you know what I'm saying? I gotta translate that to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you sound crazy, whoever this is. Y'all hear what he's saying? Yeah, people is crazy. I'm in Harlem every day, sir. You definitely don't understand what's going on. It's actually the other way around, brother. But just for that, that's what we'll do. I'm gonna give you one timeout. Let's see if you can behave yourself. Stand in the corner for 10 minutes and think about the disrespect that you're attempting to bring to the platform and to myself, all right? We're gonna allow you to marinate. He said, where you been, my guy? Long time no see you. Yeah, man, I know, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been basically marinating and calculating, man. I got I got something going on this weekend. Me versus Twork, Orlando, Florida. Let's stay focused. Actually, I'm over here telling y'all stories and talking about life stuff, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's what we got going on. Yeah, it ain't, and there never was no beef. It's just a real nigga just, keeping it real and letting y'all know what it is. People play with my name and think I'm not gonna pull off that whoosh. They think I'm not gonna pull a belt off. Like, nah, hold up. What? You already know what this is. Y'all know that I'm like, you know what I mean? I don't want to say petty, but y'all know that I'm not just letting people play, bro. I can't do it. But Wu-Tang, what's up, my brother? Shout out to my guy Wu, man. Where you at, brother? You gotta tap in ASAP, man. That's my guy. Yeah, but this weekend, man, it's New Jersey Twork versus Serius Jones, Orlando, Florida. If you can, pop out. You know what I mean? And for y'all that's not following me on my gram, follow me on my gram, bro. So y'all cannot be thinking I'm just totally missing in action. You know what I'm saying? He said, I know you be on the boat. That's a nice view. Nah, man. I need a boat, man. I need a boat, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? I definitely been going through some real life shit, man. So it's like I don't show y'all everything. But you know what I mean? But I'm gonna talk to y'all soon, all right? He say he died with his eyes open, he look alive. Yeah, it's gonna be a good battle. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about all of them things. All of them things. But all right, I'm actually about to get to work. Yeah. I got some more. I gotta make sure my haymakers is making, you know what I'm saying, the most hay. You know what I mean? Peace, my guy. Peace to y'all, man. Follow me at The Real Serius Jones. All right, we back at it like an addict. I'm outside, Orlando, Florida. I'll see y'all in a minute. URL TV, main event. You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know the vibrations, man. You know what I'm saying? The GOAT is back at it like an addict, man. It's up and stuck like a cat in a tree. It's all the way up like a turtleneck. It's all of the above. You know what I'm saying? D, pause. You know what I mean? I appreciate that Tone Capone. He says, ooh, yeah, I don't know what these gifts mean. What these mean? I appreciate the gifts. I just been seeing a lot of them lately, and I'm like, wait, is that money? No, I don't know. But I love y'all. He says, now watch my top, pop the top on this English muffin. Oh, yeah. I'm looking like, what the hell? It's my bar. All right, but yeah, I'll see y'all in a minute, man. We about to get active and attractive. You know what I'm saying? About to turn this pin on. You know what I mean? Said you're going to be watching the battle soon? No, I'm about to be having a battle soon, man. Orlando, Florida. I'll see y'all this weekend. Life is serious. Follow me at The Real Serius Jones. Instagram. Out.